Hello everybody, good evening on a Friday. Tonight we're having two games. First one is Unknown versus LXN, and then the second one is Unknown versus Hap Key. So we're just about to start our first games. I'll quickly give you a show of the lineups.
Das Spanische.
We're going to be joined by Sarius as well. Hello Sarius.
Hey, nice to be here
So
tonight.
he's going to be assisting with the commentation. Anyway, so whenever we're ready, let's go into it. Right, so first map, Canyon. This is a very interesting and intricate map. There's lots of different positions you can use. There's a very strong center in which you can probably most likely the batch outs are going to be competing to get to in order to spot.
Definitely.
I wonder what will happen, whether they'll go A or C. I mean, if you're starting on the south spawn, going A can be quite risky sometimes, as you can get shut down across the bridge. Anyway,
Exactly.
let us see.
I mean, yeah, most of the times you have this one situation that the Batchet, as he tried now crossing the river, is going for the middle, the B spot, and tries to spot the enemy team for his team. It doesn't.
Yeah, it looks like
does appear.
has managed to spot quite well.
Yes, exactly. And they're actually taking the A, or they approaching the A cap.
Wow, Unknown actually rushing over the bridge towards A here. So the bat chat from LXN's been he's been shattered pretty much down to half health there. And Unknown need to basically just keep pushing through into A, otherwise they're just going to get absolutely shot up like the E5s are doing and the IS4 from the base at B. I wonder where the bat chat from Unknown has gone. I think he's rotating round towards the C base, as we could see over there. So he's going to be able to go and get that base for free, and that will put the cap pressure onto LXN. Right. As we see things just lull down a little bit here.
Yep.
LXN basically been out-positioned, I suppose. The Unknown have got themselves quite nicely around A, whereas the two IS7s here from LXN, they're not in the best place, especially since Unknown has a massive overlap. They have 4 tanks compared to their 2, and it looks like they are going to be pushing through. So they got the 268, 3 IS7s, great pushing combination here. Good shot there by the 268 initially, and they're going to be pushing in. Great shot there from Insane. Golden Dude.
Yeah.
Will he pen as well? Yes, great pen there onto CS.
Yes, that was a great shot.
Pushing in.
We have the Object 268 behind them, trying to save the situation, but it doesn't look like it's very too
However, there was good focus fire there onto KC from Unknown, but I think it's a little bit too late there. The damage didn't come in soon enough. Both of those IS7s gone down there. 268 does go down from Unknown. Insane. He's managed to finish off Cheese Dude, and now he's gonna have the side armor of Chanamura from LXN's gonna have the side armor. However, will he be able to put enough damage out? Golden Mac does go down, and
Chanamura realizes the situation and turns his tank towards the enemy.
KU,
but it doesn't. Insane takes a lot of damage in a short period of time.
Yeah.
They have to retreat. The Object 268 is putting pressure on them.
If we look at the HP here, currently, LXN have got a 3k hit point advantage, so that push really did cost them. Insane gets shot again. I think that was from the E5, if I'm not wrong. Positive Dudes coming in here, still on good.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yes.
We see the
the E5 finishes off.
Oof.
Insane. That's a very
back. Way too far out there. I mean, he wasn't really paying attention to behind him, was he?
Yeah.
KP here, he's pinned to the side. 3 times less health points.
Yeah, he has really no chance there to do anything actually. Like maybe one shot. No.
Unknown, they're behind on cap points. KU, I mean, his batch out was able to capture the base at C, but other than that, he's not been able to, I suppose, have the strongest role as far as I'm aware. He might have been able to get some good side shots in, but his heavy tanks were just completely destroyed. It's just as we watch KU run away, seeing if he can bide the time. He's still only got 1 base, and his base is being captured.
Oh, he survived 1 shot, but he won't survive another one.
Nice
Good
play
tracking
here from
shot there.
KU, but it's just not going to quite work out for him. Oh,
Nope.
he does manage to get away, but the 2 bases and 61 health points against him. Not good. Positive Dude making a
I wonder
very
how.
decisive push around there. Is he going to finish him off? He does. Great shot there from Positive Dude. And we see the first round secured here by LXN. Cyrus, do you have anything to say about that first game?
The first game actually not much. The approach by Insane and has been like really great at the first point, but I think in the end they just faltered all along because they were shot from the side from the object 268.
Yeah.
Execution wasn't perfect at that moment, and the bad shot. I don't know where he actually was, but I think he just didn't have enough opportunities to support his team in an effective way.
Yeah, I completely agree. And sorry to KU there in the bat chat, who I said didn't have a great role, but obviously that 3,500 damage and 2 kills says otherwise. So I suppose he managed to get in some really good side sniping shots. However, his heavy tanks just weren't able to be protected enough. Weren't in as good positions as they should have been. That push initially was very successful, allowing them to take down 2 IS-7s. However, it lost momentum, and they put themselves into positions in which LXN were able to abuse them from multiple angles. The E5 being a perfect example, being able to put shots after shots into the side armor, as you mentioned, of Insane. It's just
at some point they just left them too much air for the E5 to have flanking shots into them. They kind of ignored them, tried to push towards their spawn, but in the end it was just not enough because Alexander just really was well aware of the situation and kind of saved the moment.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, I believe we're ready. Yeah, Cyrus ready up. I believe we're ready for the second game on Canyon.
Yes.
Let's see whether Unknown will try another push or if they'll be more defensive this time like LXN. Wow, look at that lineup from LXN. All Russian heavy tanks, well, all Russian tanks at least. And just a 268 managing to destroy the lineup. Look at this meta. Whoa, this
is going to be a hard setup here.
Yep.
I wonder what the Batchat is doing now. I think he's approaching A now because he wants to get the early spawns away.
Yeah, I think he wants to capture the base before the heavy tanks can get there. However, we see Cheese Dude is going to get... Oh, the Batchat gets spotted there, but he doesn't spot the IS-7 return. However, the IS-7 does get spotted just afterwards. They're not pushing up. I think they're assuming quite rightly that Unknown is just behind. And how is LXN going to react to this not push but position takeover by Unknown? As we watch
it looks like they're splitting up actually. Like their IS-7s and IS-4s are pushing the C cap now. While a great bunch of their allies are distracting Unknown in this position. But now, of course, Unknown knows that they're capping C.
Good position here from the E4, being able to... Well, he's not spotting C, but as soon as the IS-7s decide to push forward, or if they decide to push forward, he'll be able to get a nice initial shot off. Is he able to get a shot across the map?
It doesn't look like that
shot.
Actually at the moment.
He does. He managed to get a shot to the side of the IS-4 there. Nice position. Anyway, these IS-4s in the middle, holding down the center, pretty much useless there together though. I mean, there's only one IS-4 on the other side from Unknown, and I don't see a push going to be happening over the middle, especially with the effective shots that LXN can put in from either side. Both teams at one cap base here. What were you going to say, Cyrus?
No, I think Unknown is relying on its advantage here, on its cap point advantage, so they're playing on time.
Exactly. I think that was the idea of, Unknown's idea is if they get the quick first base, it doesn't really matter whether the other team gets base C here. And if they can hold down base B like they are doing quite effectively here, then they can basically just hold and win the game by cap.
Correct.
So long as they don't lose 2 tanks, or at least too many tanks.
Exactly. I think they just have to make sure that they won't bleed too much right now.
Yeah.
Because of course many of the unknown guys are still full health, and LXN has taken some beating.
Yeah.
Not too much,
Ooh,
but
quickly,
every hit point is.
Batchat's getting destroyed. He got half health
Oh,
there.
Batchat. Yes.
He made an attempt over to the IS-7 over at sea, but it wasn't able to do anything.
Looks like it. Yes.
Anyway,
Oh, he took another shot. That's very dangerous. He has to take cover if he wants to stay alive.
He's down to a 1-shot for HE, so he's made, well, pretty much a big mistake there, putting himself down to such low health points. However, Unknown's tactic still seems pretty unfaltered. The only way I see LXN being able to recover from this is if they bring maybe 2-3 more heavy tanks. Well, sorry, 2 to 3 heavy tanks over to base C, and then they push down the side and get flanking shots into KX and Insane. Then that would allow them to capture base B, hopefully.
The right move there. Those ice force still in the middle, quite useless for this moment actually.
Yep.
I don't know. They haven't done a lot the whole battle.
No, but LXN does need to do something now with 810 points going to an unknown here. They are pushing round underneath, just as we thought. And the 2 heavy tanks on the left-hand side right-hand side push down. Unknown is pushing now. Is going to go down here. He does. Good push here so far by LXN. They've been very successful in managing to get round the side and finish off the Batchat and put damage into the heavy tanks. However, this E4 at the back, he's also isolated. Those 2 IS-7s are going to be able to rush him, and the combat in the center is not going so great for Unknown either.
No, two kills for them. 2 kills. This is just a shoot up there. I don't know what they really did, but the push there was real crucial actually for a lot of tanks from them.
The LXN did a really great starting push there. They've managed to get tons of flanking shots, and as we see here, the 268 unfortunately just lost his IS-7 buddy, but he was able to get some great shots into the rears of those the 2 heavy tanks who were staying at center in B. Is the Juicy Dude going to be able to finish off KP here? He's just about to reload. Oh! The book chat dude finishes him off behind to get them 1,000 points with 3 times more HP remaining. Great game there by LXN.
And that's the win.
If we look at this damage quickly, LXN having 4 people over 2,000, the 2,000 mark, with Juicy Dude coming in top with 2,800, and the E4 from Unknown, as you'd expect, hopefully at least, managed to come top with just shy of 3,000 damage. Good damage spread there, and if we look at the health point difference, it's roughly 4,000, so it just shows you
exactly.
Yeah, how much more LXN dominated that rush. Well,
yeah, a lot more tanks to just more than 2,000 damage there to the enemy team. I think it was more likely to be due to the push of LXN in the middle of the game, and the kind of well, not really well planned push of Unknown there, in my opinion there, because the ice forward pushed to B, the middle, but his supporters, the IS-7, didn't quite catch up with him in time to save him from the crucial damage he received then.
I mean, Unknown's biggest mistake there was basically just allowing themselves their right-hand flank to completely collapse. So
yes,
that was their biggest mistake. We're seeing the teams ready their lineups here. If they hurry up. Next map, Canal. Do you have anything to say about Canal, Cyrus, or do you want me to?
No? But Canal is a really, actually a really interesting map because there's a lot of different areas to work with, where all the different tank classes can work at their finest actually, and get to their full potential. So we can see something very interesting in the next battle, I think.
I like Canal because of how big it is, and big maps are normally fun maps and allow for other tanks to basically be used because they're less, well, more mobile tanks are better on this map than other tanks. So But we're
Yes,
still not
people
seeing
can
that with a
work
bunch
with
of
their
I7s.
camera rating, like the bat. No, okay, well, it doesn't seem like LXN is using one batch shed as it looks like it. So like tanks like light tanks can work a lot better with their camera rating actually in
Yeah.
those kind of situations. Then.
Well, as we head into our third round here, LXN are 2 points up over Unknown, so this puts them currently, well, basically leaves Unknown in the position where they cannot win this round, however they may still draw it. But at this point, it's for LXN, it's all about gathering those all-important 2 extra points, hopefully putting them up the league. Alright, let's see how people are moving about. Looks like Unknown are basically going for a general spread across the back towards the D base and capturing C as you should, right, with the 2 I7s. I don't think the LXN's going to try and contest their capture of C. They tried to. The T57 was going to, but he failed. LXN making a really big
very
push
aggressive
here
push
around the back.
Yes.
They're getting into a great position for the I7, so it can be hold down and it's really well armoured there. They're managing to completely outflank. However, this is the all-important bit. If they can catch out this 50B, then this push would be worthwhile. Otherwise, they just get stuck in a deadlock. But Chat Dude taking 2 shots there from LXN. And Sneaky Shell
seems like
from
they have
50B does take a lot of damage, but is he going to be completely finished off? He takes another shot. He only needs 1 to finish him off, and Cheesy Dude manages to take him down there. Great shot.
We seem to have one kind of a technical problem here. The ICE-4 mentions that the B cap couldn't be capped because there had been a bug. This might be very, very unfair towards towards LXN in this situation there. Yeah, the B. He just wrote into the general.
Oh right, okay.
Yes,
well,
the B cap couldn't be.
We'll see how it goes. Anyway, that's a very strange bug. Oh god, 57 heavy there takes 1,000 damage from the I7 and the Object 268 at the back. He manages to put 1 shot into the pattern, but that was really not worth the damage received. However, LXN here have got all 7 of their tanks remaining. However, their health points across the board is much, much lower, with 3 heavy tanks being less than 800 health. And Unknown, I think this is a good position for Unknown to be able to rush. If they manage to group up and rush. Oh, Buckchat Dude taking another hit, completely unnecessarily there.
Well, that's true. Oh, KP is suffering big damage here.
2 hits. He would have taken 3 if Buckchat had managed to put an additional shot into him, but unfortunately he missed. The 268's relocated into quite a strong position to be able to snipe down onto the IS-4 Juicy. It's unfortunate that they're not able to gotten the B cap, because I think that has actually given a massive advantage here to Unknown. I'm not sure what we'll be doing about that, but big push here on the right hand side by LXN. They're pushing around onto the 2 IS-7s here from Unknown. The 268 would have been able to support them if he hadn't have relocated earlier on. So we'll see how this works. And then Unknown are doing counter push into the Cheesy Dude, who's only a 2-shot. Oh, and then CS managed to get taken down. So in this push they've actually already lost a vehicle for 1-for-1. So far it's not working quite as the way that LXN would want it to. And Golden Dude bounces off KX at the front, putting them behind and basically just allowing KX to put an additional shot into him, even giving him a chance to finish him off. Manages the pen there, the Golden Dude does, but is this going to be a win for Unknown or LXN? It's still very, very close. Hit points, however, are doubled on Unknown sides, and they do have the cap. So it is very likely to go to the Unknown, especially since their last guy's about to die. Musketeer, Batchat is rushing in. However, I think this one's over. This one is over.
Hey guys. Hello.
Hello.
Did you see it with the B cap? We couldn't cap it. We had an IS-4 sitting in the B. Okay. Are we going to
Okay, so we've decided to repeat the battle since the B cap was not working.
Whoa. Who said that?
I did.
Yeah, but you're not a madman.
Do you not want to repeat the battle?
It's not you.
The thing wasn't working.
Yeah, there won't be a rematch.
There won't be a rematch apparently. They had the same glitch the other day and it never reset, so it'd be unfair to do that now, unfortunately. Okay. So we will head into the fourth and final round. Unfortunately, their LXN did suffer a glitch, but they cannot have a rematch. I don't think that it would have swayed the battle anyway, since the hit points it actually came down to the rushes and the hit points rather than complete cap out. Okay.
All right.
Wait for the next one.
Actually, I liked what Unknown did at the beginning, using the advantage from the south spawn.
Yeah.
No, has been the north spawn, the south spawn, right? Sorry, I was distracted. Anyways, I like how they kept D, because this tactic is very effective actually. Because if you get the D cap before the other team does, you have a very important advantage in points afterwards.
I think it's easier and safer to capture D generally, but
exactly. But you have to consider the enemy lineup, of course. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. If the other team's got lots of mediums or fast tanks, then D could be quite risky. But because both teams had very slow lineups. Well, I mean, IS7s are the definition of slow, even though they're still quite fast for heavies. Had relatively slow lineups even. Then I suppose Unknown did make the correct decision there. LXN's rush at the very beginning, where they managed to get 4 IS7s around the side and to pick the AMX50B, was effective. However, they did lose a lot of hit points in that push, and they just lost the momentum. If they'd have pushed continuously and didn't stop, that might have worked out better for them. Anyway, as we head into Canal, our fourth and final round for these two teams. The lineups are pretty interesting again, with the 50B,
AMX50B,
Grill, and Pattern. So only 3 R7s in this game. That's quite a small amount, as usual. And both teams have very similar lineups, with only a Grill different and a Pattern different. So I wonder if they'll be going for similar things. And we see LXN doing a very similar thing, pushing over to the A side, except for they're peeking up at a slightly different location. And it looks like Unknown are somewhat ready for this, with the Grill located in a position where he's very effective at countering. However, Golden Dude does take a lot of damage retreating, of over 1,300 damage.
Oh, another hit. That makes him one shot.
Good team fire there from LXM. Hopefully now they will not take too much damage in return in order to make that worthwhile.
Exactly. Well, he has to take care now, because in such an early state, losing that amount of hit points is a very risky playstyle.
Well, I don't think he expected that. Juicy Dude getting rushed by 3 tanks here from Unknown. He's going to probably go down to KP or Insane. His team left him out over there. They didn't really think about what would happen when Unknown did a nice counter push there. That was very good and effective by Unknown there. LXN now rotating background. I wonder how LXN will react to that push that Unknown just did.
It looks like they want to counter-attack them now, to stop their flanking.
Yep.
In attacking them from the front.
LXN are managing to push back in. Insane takes a few hits there. He's now down to only 600 health, so a 2-shot. He's probably going to try. Yeah, he's pulling back now. So 2 IS7s now from. So the muscle from Unknown has all but been completely destroyed, with only the 50B and the other IS7 left on decent health as heavy tanks. The other tanks on the
what's really interesting right now is the points. Points are really almost even up there. Both have 2 caps, and the point advantage is so slight on the side of unknown at the moment, which can be their win if they don't.
Yeah. That's even
if they
though
don't.
one tank's been lost from LXN side, even though the hit points have still been very similar.
Exactly.
Who does have to push it? It has to be LXN to push, or to at least try and pick one enemy vehicle, since they have unknown. Even while it might be a very, very small advantage, they do have a cap advantage.
They have a cap advantage, but the thing is that they still have a lot, 2 tanks that are very low in health, so that might be very crucial afterwards in the battle.
Yep.
They are not allowed to take any hits
managed to put in a
anymore.
nice shot, however he does have to pull back down and takes one in return. Batchat's taken 2 hits on the crossing. 50B's taking even more
the
hits,
50B.
almost 700
damage.
Damage.
The Grilla misses the shot. That
However,
would have been the
on the other side,
there.
we do see a push from the 3 IS-7s left from LXN, and they're going to be able to take out KP here in one shot.
1,000.
This is looking
really
very still quite weighted towards unknown. However, if LXN managed to take out both of these IS-7s, including the golden dude now, after Buckchuck went down, then they might be able to put themselves back up again. Cap points very similar. LXN are now in the lead for cap. Oh god, if someone just managed to finish off golden dude, then this puts wow, 3 shots there, just missed the grill from unknown. Luckily one managed to hit, but Gorilla's getting absolutely destroyed. This KU, the Batchat from KU, is going to be able to come around and probably finish off Buckchat. But it's all too late, since LXN have managed to get another kill, securing themselves 1,000 points. So 3-1 victory there to LXN. That, I have to say, that was a little bit unexpected. I was more expecting unknown to win this this brawl, but looks like maybe not. Just a quick rundown of that game.
Yes, exactly. Well, I think the tactics that they take B again was the right thing to do from unknown at this point. The lack of a TD was from LXN was risky in this situation, but as they went for the right side for the A spawn, I think that wasn't too bad. When we think of what unknown did there, I think they stayed too long inside the pit there, the valley between the B cap and C cap. They weren't moving after like 2-3 minutes of the game. So the execution of a push was cancelled by the enemy team, by LXN. So they didn't kind of want to push anymore. That was their mistake, I think.
The biggest problem from unknown's side was the fact that they lost so much hit points. The tanks,
at the start of the game.
I-7s in specific, they lost so many hit points, so that when LXN managed to push in with their 3 basically full health I-7s, they just completely rolled over them and managed to just secure the points very successfully.
Yes.
Anyway, right, we're going to take a quick break now, so I'll just pause the stream and we'll be back in roughly 30 minutes for unknown again now versus Hap Key. We'll see you then.
Shit.
Alright, I'll turn on voice view then. There you go. Sorry, that desktop game is pretty trash. Okay, by the way, voice view.
Okay.
Sorry, I just turned on the stream. Just so they can hear game sounds. I'm just playing some randoms because I'm bored, guys. Next game, we'll be getting ready for the next game in about five minutes. So this will be my last one.
5 minutes, okay. I'll be ready. Haha. One guy says like, AMX, you got amazing balls. I'm like the AMX.
You playing randoms as well?
Yeah. I got 5 kills now because I killed 3 people in one clip.
You playing your 50B? I love the 50B.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, I'm down to 3 health. Oh shit. Well, it doesn't matter. Please save me first.
Playing a bit
6
of
kills.
GR7.
Nice. Oh shit, man. I almost died because I dropped from a hill.
Rip.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was on 3 health and I was like, oh shit.
You need to take better care of yourself.
Yeah. I was like, nah, that's not too high.
Guys, what matches do we have?
What do you mean? What's next?
I didn't remember. Oh wait, I can check.
It's Hap Key versus Unknown.
Oh, yeah, Unknown versus Hap Key, I think that's.
Yeah.
Because that's how I did the overlay.
Yeah.
Can you already change the overlay?
Yeah, I've already changed it.
Oh, I love you. Say thanks to NG.
Oh no. I've done the overlayers in the Oh wow, nice
Oh
pens.
my god.
It's in like it's ready,
Okay,
but I
rooms
can't.
created.
It's not working for the stream. As in, yeah. The
Well, change it afterwards then.
I think we should have like 3 minutes, 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah,
Okay.
sure, you can do whatever you want to. Wait, I will invite you next.
Oh man, I drink another cup of tea.
Don't drink too much tea, come on.
Man, I'm coughing here like I don't know, a lawnmower. You know. So depressing, man.
What was your in-game name? Serious, what
My
was your
in-game name is Saris21.
Oh, 21, that was. I forgot the number.
Okay.
Oh,
Never
you're
mind.
offline, bro.
Oh, I'm
That's
offline.
why I
Wait.
didn't saw you. Yeah.
Okay, wait 1 second. Okay. Now I should be online. Oh, there.
Yeah, I invited you.
Alright. Okay, I'll pause the audio. We'll be starting in a few seconds, guys. Hello everybody, and welcome back to the second half of this evening's games. We are about to witness Hap Key versus Unknown, who had just recently fought LXN, but sadly lost that game 3-1. So now we have Hap Key versus Unknown. This, I reckon, is going to be quite an even match, so we're in for a good one here, folks. And once again, we are going to be joined by Sarius. Hello, Sarius.
Hello. I've been here for the last session as well. We had some very interesting, very exciting games in the last session, and I hope we won't be let down in this session as well.
Yeah, we got, again, if you weren't here for the last one, we got Canyon followed by Canal as our maps, the two C's. So it's going to be, they're both very good maps, both really quite big, and they can have some very interesting tactics played on them. So as we just watch, if I just change to the blitz, there we go. We're just waiting for a few more Hap Key players to turn up. I believe they have 2 or 3 until 5 past 6 to turn. Oh, sorry, 5 past 7 to turn up for you guys. Otherwise, they start conceding. So if we just talk about their lineup. Well, we can't talk about the lineups. The lineups don't exist yet.
Only 4 tanks. I doubt that they keep this lineup for the fight on Canyon. Though a Badger and an Ice 4 and Ice 7s do make sense.
Yep. Let's we'll talk quickly about Canyon. So last time we saw Unknown. I believe they lost both games on Canyon, sadly. So
yes.
The first game they lost is they were trying to rush beyond the A cap from the from the south spawn, and they failed because they managed to basically get out positioned eventually. They had a really good overlap, managed to eliminate 2 LXN IS7s. However, then they just basically got flanked by an E5, and then they just lost 4 heavy tanks in exchange.
They kind of got departed from the other tanks. Their budget wasn't able to help them out, and they were just not enough tanks on this flank. Though their approach at first had been very sensible, I think it was the lack of tanks in general that made them lose their flank. And the quick reaction of the enemy team.
LXN, they were very successful in their reactions. They managed to basically just get side shots, and they had really good crossfire amongst the rush, which basically they just pushed into nothing. They pushed into a position where they were being shot in the flank. Anyway, I believe all the players are here now. So Unknown looks like they're doing a very Russian heavy setup. We see one of the K's switch into his E5, but I imagine we're going to see.
Now they have a pattern.
Yeah,
a pattern as well for the medium tanks. And what I like about Hap Key, they taking a mouse.
Yes, we do love a mouse. Sadly, they're a bit slow for the current meta, but it's a shame because I really do like the mouse. The mouse is a really great vehicle. I haven't unlocked mine yet, but on the test server, common test, and other people's, not other people's cards, just generally.
No, we just mentioned that.
Just generally, I've had good fun in that. I believe everyone's ready up. Yep. So we'll go into the first game on Canyon.
Let's see what we have here.
Do you want to comment on the lineups?
Yes, certainly. So we have on the Unknown side, the one we're commentating again on, a very Russian setup, while we have one E100 and as a medium, the Pattern, which is very likely to go for the B cap in the middle to spot the enemy team, to make sure to get his team vision on what the enemy team is going to do. The enemy team is approaching a lot faster towards the A cap, I suppose. Yes, as we could see in the last game from LXN, is a very similar tactic. They're trying to get the A base before the others. So the it seems like the Batchat.
Yeah, the Batchat, he has to run away and manage to take 2 shots, but he does manage to light up the entire team, while Hap Key's team remains relatively unspotted on the other side of the map, who are pushing towards C. So we're going to see probably a camp off here. It's going to be about this A cap, which Unknown managed to cap first, so Therefore, they're going to put themselves in the advantage, and if later on Unknown don't manage to lose, sorry, if Unknown manage to not lose a vehicle, then it will be Hap Key having to do the push.
Yes. Okay, they now go both 1 cab each. What we can see here is the Batchat is trying to reposition and outflank other vehicles. I think he's about to spot the E100. No? Nope. Yeah, he spotted. So the E100, he puts pressure on the E100, who's supporting his team from the spawn. As we can see, we have KK, the I7, going back from the Unknown team, going back for the middle to help out with the. Is this going to be a push?
On the left-hand
What
side,
do you
with
think?
the Grill and the IS-4.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll be pushing Grill first, but I think the Grill's
Yes.
trying to get a position in which he can shoot the side of this E5's his turret when he's trying to peek up. He does seem to move off that position though, so obviously not exactly what I thought. The STB, they've got Unknown have got 3 tanks right up at the B cap, while Hap Key only have 1, the STB. So this puts them at somewhat of an advantage. If Unknown decide to push, then Hap Key can basically just get lots of crossfire shots in, or maybe if they don't manage to get the crossfire shots, then they just Unknown just get a free pick of a tank. So it could really go either way. We need to see Hap Key do something. They are behind on the caps, and it does creep up on them very fast if they don't move into positions. Oh, STB getting hammered there.
Yes, taking too much damage there. They shouldn't bleed too much actually.
No, they
Hap
Key need to keep
this
their
point.
hit points because they're the ones that are going to have to make the push. And
Exactly.
speaking of pushes, I believe Hap Key are going to be pushing on my right, as you see it on the camera, and through into the Unknown spawn. I wonder if they'll be spotted immediately. The pattern is relocating, so he does manage to catch the IS tanks as they're moving across the gap. However, these guys are going to be able to get the flanking shots into the pattern if he's not careful, and then they'll be able to push around.
It looks like
into
he's
A-base.
repositioning. They have seen the enemy reposition themselves. Oh, the Gorilla gets a really nice shot into the E5, thinking he's safe because the enemy team is on the left side.
And see, wrong target here from Unknown, pushing up behind the Hap Key IS tanks. He's going to be able to get 3 shots into the rears. He gets a nice shot there into David. However, KK from Unknown is getting pounded, 914 damage, and another 600, 1000. Wow, he's getting focused down excellently. Now look, we see KU and Patton here pushing around the side of David. Wrong target. All of these IS tanks from Hap Key here are getting completely surrounded. However, lots of damage is going in return from surrounding teammates of Hap Key. KP taking 1,000, getting completely taken down. David taking 880. He's almost down as well. Patton's probably going to finish him off now. Great shot there from KU from Unknown. He manages to take him down. Hap Key, XXX and his grills pushing up. Great shot there into the trap drive wheel of the E5. Is the mouse going to be able to pull forward and finish him off? Oh, great shot there from KB and his E100, putting 900 damage HE shot into the grill. Grill, was that an HE shot?
That was crucial.
Target? No, he bounces.
He just has to hit them right now. This is their chance to. Oh, okay. I think this is a very, very certain.
This is a victory for Unknown. Unless the Batchat and the STB can pull something crazy off. No, they're not going to be able to, because the Pattern will be able to catch up to the Batchat. And
he's still full health, so it's very likely that he's gonna
he's just gonna
outgun the other Batchats. Yeah, he gets
Good
another shot
there
inside
on the
him.
move from the Batchat from Hap Key. If these two
everything
players
is
can work well
possible.
together as a team, then wow, why is the
I don't know
Batchat
what they're
heading back
doing.
round? Why? That's such a bad move. If he just survived.
Yeah, they
Or maybe he's acting as a distraction. No, he's not.
he tries to, but he's dead now. Nope.
I'm not sure
This
quite why the
wasn't a
Batchat
very-
just went in then. If it had just survived with his STB, then he may well have been able to cap out. Doesn't matter anyway. 1,000 points goes to Unknown there, and a slightly anticlimactic end. Let's look at the damage totals. Yep, as expected, great damage there from the Pattern, who manages to do almost 4,000. Great from Medium Tank, including 4 kills. So MVP player for that round.
He had a
KU.
great impact on this game there, actually. He
and
did the
all
right
while,
thing,
he stayed,
repositioned, was well aware.
Yeah, he stayed
What?
full health throughout the entire game.
Yes, that's one very positive fact there. He was well hidden, was well aware what the enemy team did, and repositioned at the right time. So, shout out to this to the KU play from Unknown in this case.
So what went wrong there for Hap Key is during their push, they didn't support. While they did have some good support initially, and in the basically just the absolute destruction of some of the unknown heavy tanks, the later phases of that push were completely unsupported, and that allowed the 3 IS tanks that Hap Key pushed in to just get completely picked off.
Exactly. They had a very well structured push there. Actually, they were forming one one kind of side because they saw that the enemy team was like focused on the B spot and watching their other flank, and therefore the SV was some kind of a distraction. But their fault was that the pattern was so well aware of them and spotted them as they were approaching A.
Yeah.
So and of course the flank of the heavy tanks that they were getting the back of their kind of a push was very crucial for them.
All right. Okay.
At that point.
That was a good game, and we'll head into our second one now. Cyrus, if you're ready up. And we'll head into our second game on Canyon after that great initial Unknown victory. Are we going to see something similar? Let's have a look. So 2 T57s here from Hap Key, and that's the immediate thing that stands out to me, and a very similar lineup from Unknown, including their E100 and their pattern. KU remaining in this pattern quite rightfully when he did so well in the last game.
Yes.
Alrighty.
I think the other team, Hap Key, has now 2 autoloaders actually trying to put pressure
heavies,
into the C cap actually.
The entire Hap Key team is moving up towards C, and the Unknown team is doing something quite the opposite. They are moving down towards the A cap, similar, I suppose, to their last game. Patton gets some nice spots on the E5. How he doesn't spot the IS7, so hopefully he doesn't try and do anything risky before getting more information. E5 from Unknown, once again in the middle. E5 such a great vehicle for this sort of spot now, especially with the removal of the completely due to the removal of the weak spot on the
That was a really wise decision of Wargaming there, because I think in such in this close quarters, I think in this close quarters combat situations in Blitz, it is better to remove this kind of weak spot there, because it was like way too big.
Yeah, it made the tank. The tank's strongest strength was the hull down aspect, and with the weak spot, it basically just removed some of its effectiveness. Good push here by Unknown into the underside. E5
really
taking huge damage, 1600 in just a few seconds. Great damage there. Are they going to be able to do the same sort of thing for the IS7? We will see as the Unknown push up towards the middle of B cap. However, Hap Key are coming in the sides with their 2 T57s and 2 IS7s, or even the 3rd IS7 is joining them. Are they going to counter push straight round? I think they might do. They've already gotten some really good damage into Unknown's heavy tanks here. KU in his pattern managing to outflank the Hap Key team. 268 here is going to come in and be able to put a shot into the pattern. One shot in, great work there from him. And Unknown, they're kind of all about half health here. However, they do have significantly more health overall, 4,000 health more now than the Hap Key team. Hap Key is now making probably the correct decision of moving around this corner. If the T57 Heavy can get off his clip, he'll be made really worthwhile. No, he doesn't manage to get off his clip. Good finish there from the E5 and the T57.
Taking out by the E5. What we have here is actually like what the T57s are really good in is a great push, because they got this clip advantage and can overwhelm the enemy team there. But as we can see, the pattern manages to kill the object 268, which gives him the opportunity to flank out the enemy team and support him again.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to see another round go to Unknown here, almost certainly. They've got 2 IS7s on very healthy health. And the E100 is also on good health points. The IS7 is now getting pushed. And the T-57, where did he go? He is there.
He's the last tank
He's a
alive.
one-shot. And unknown have the cap.
Yeah, it's very likely that he won't do this. He
Hap
has
Key,
only one
Hap Key's
clip
mistake
at
there.
max.
They could have pulled that off if they'd have pushed sooner. They'd have maintained their momentum. Didn't push once they'd bleeded a little bit more health points. So that would have been much better for their team. Oh,
They
no
reacted
heavy.
not fast enough there.
Sorry?
I like how the E100 got stuck in the end.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, actually, that was true. They were. What I saw was that Unknown did a great push there. They were just not ready for the push in the middle there.
If we
they
just
took
quickly
out
talk
one
about the
tank.
damage though, with the pattern again, once again, KU being right at the top, and IS7, E100, IS7. I mean, a whole of Unknown's team did around about 1,000 or more. So it's just really good damage. So what? Sorry, what were you saying, Sarius, about the push?
No, the push. They were just not ready for the. Hap Key wasn't ready for the Unknown's push in the middle over there. The I7 was taken out instantly, almost. And it's. I mean, they kind of reacted at an instant there, but it was simply too late because they had this one the one middle spot, and they were just one force giving away the flank. The M48 pattern and the E5 in the middle prevented the Object 2682 to help them out from another position. So again, very well played from the pattern over there.
Yeah,
he has actually the biggest impact there and influenced the game. Yeah, for the sake of Unknown there.
Yeah,
really good there.
He's done very well. He's been the real MVP. I mean, to be fair, being a single medium tank is one of the better paying jobs, I suppose. If you manage to get the flanks to the heavy tanks, they don't really focus you nearly as much if you can, you know, get into an awkward position for them to shoot you.
Yes.
So we'll see. Is he going to ready up in his pattern again? We got very interesting and very different lineups this time. Dual 50B, so more clippers, dual mouses, IS7s, 2 IS7s, and then a griller. So this is quite a multi-use lineup. You could use this in a lot of different ways, so we could see a D or a push, or even a push with the mouses straight through the middle. We will have to see. And
that would be really interesting to see.
Unknown. It's interesting to note the hit point advantage immediately going to sorry, not Unknown, Hap Key here. Yes, we are going to see an A push.
This time the B spot works actually.
Sorry?
Yeah, exactly. The B cap is being capped, so we don't have the same bug as last time.
I like the position. Sorry, I like the position that the grill has managed to get into. If you look at that, he's managing to snipe into C. He only put an HE shot into KK. However, it was still pretty interesting.
That was really good actually, but
A is not being captured. That's the glitch this time.
Oh yes.
And that's unfortunate. So we are seeing an uncapturable A. So that puts Hap Key at already a much bigger disadvantage. I think they would have been able to capture A before D was captured, and that would have put them at the advantage as opposed to the disadvantage.
I think so too, yeah, because they were so quick to approach the cap at the first point with their 50 Bs there. We can see that's Unknown is pressurizing the enemy spawn now. And they have a great position. I think it's really good because they have cover from bushes. They can shoot over the whole map. It's a great side. I love it when I play myself. I always get this side, the D side.
This is a really solid hold position. It's very standard, very meta. You just capture C and then you can hold that side really effectively. It's really difficult to break and push. Some ways you can approach this are. My favourite is to approach over here on the left, near where KP is, rush round with some heavy tanks, and that allows you to push off the tank where KK is right now, and that will then allow you to move into the C base, something along those lines. However, it is a very difficult thing or hold to break. I think that's what Hap Key are doing. They are grouping up on the left-hand side near the sea base. And I'll be interested to see how they execute this push. Whether they go round the side towards KP or if they go straight towards the sea base. I think they will be going round the side. Yes, that is what they are doing.
Yes.
Oh, big damage there onto the mouse. 1200. That side armor is just so easy to shoot. And he's finished.
Because of the size of the mouse, it's just impossible to hide it for certain angles. That's right.
They can't stop. These 50Bs have to get in there and try and clip out one of these, or both of these, ideally, these heavy tanks. Oh, Bunda! Bad peek there. Peeking out sideways as opposed to doing something like a side scrape. Oh, hold down at least. Taking 1200 damage. 50Bs are trying to get snipes up into the pattern in E5. He does manage to get in a few shots.
Oh, the gorilla is being HE'd. He's on a slither of health right now.
However,
that's very dangerous.
This push by Hap Key was quite all over the place. That gorilla wasn't helping his team. He was just out on a lone limb. And now Hap Key, all of them are reloading, allowing a single KP to push up. He's probably going to get clipped out now by these 50Bs, but they are going to take a lot of damage themselves.
Yeah.
Or are they? No? Well, they are. They are taking a little bit.
A little bit, but not enough.
Unfortunately.
Yes. Now for AMX 50Bs being so weakly armored, okay. Now Michael is taking a beating there. Maybe he's being taken up. No, but he takes a crucial amount of beating there, which gives the unknown really the advantage he needs here.
It's all over for Hap Key right now. I mean, they're about to lose to Cap, which is the most important thing.
Yes. There's nothing they can do anymore.
And rest in peace. I mean, the most critical part was the fact that the A base had glitched out.
Yeah,
basically
I think so,
I think it's so difficult to push. And the fact that they didn't have that base just put them at a massive disadvantage. Unfortunately, we cannot have a rematch. So that's unfortunate. If we take a quick look at the damage, what do you think about the damage totals?
Just give me a quick second.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, what we can see is that actually the damage put out on both teams. We have the E5 on top on the unknown side. It's nearly over 3,000, and on the other side, the top damage has been done by Michael with 2,598. But the main point here was actually I think the push from Hap Key was too widespread over the place, as you said in the battle.
It was more like a battle
wasn't helping out.
Push along the entire line rather than intricate, well thought out spearhead pushes, I suppose.
Yeah, but to be fair, I think it's really hard to push this side at all because if they have the right positions, if one team gets the D side, it's almost impossible to approach them without getting spotted early on. So that was the main part there, I think.
All right.
And the ACAP, of course. The ACAP was the main problem in this. I think so too. It would have been very likely that they wouldn't have been under such pressure to approach them early on the game, because as you said in the game that they were able to cap A. They would have been able to cap A before they capped D.
Alright, I think we are pretty much ready for our final match on Canal. And unfortunately, Hap Key is down 3-0. I'd say that they might well have won the previous game, or at least had a much better chance if the A cat bug, or the AB cat bug, now we can call it. We've seen it twice on today's stream, especially on Canal, a base isn't able to be captured. So hopefully this doesn't occur this round, and we will see Hap Key put up a better fight against Unknown as we head into our final round on Canal. Hap Key versus Unknown. Interesting lineups,
as we can see.
Very standard. They're interesting but standard. That's the best way to we got the dual E5, which kind of suggests to me that Unknown want to be going sort of. Well, they're somewhat fast. I think they can use them to fight on a ridgeline in a similar position.
Oh, this
they
is
are moving down
interesting.
into the dip. I think they wanted them to be able to use the ridge lines on the other side. However, they're going to get absolutely damaged. Absolutely destroyed if they try pushing across by themselves. Hap Key does manage to get...
I fear...
Oh, KX and his Gorillas tried pushing up. They didn't expect an
Yes.
A-push here by Hap Key. He's going to get absolutely destroyed.
No.
There's no way he's going to be able to get out of this.
No, he is insta dead.
Yep, he's dead. There we go. And now Hap
Yeah,
Key
I was fearing that.
Look at this. Wrong target is now flanked as well. And KV, they're both flanked completely.
I don't know what they do in the dip down there. They being such an easy target for the enemy team there on this side.
This tactic here from Unknown was completely based around Hap Key going to D. And since they haven't done that, then basically Unknown have got several tanks in the mix that are completely out of position. These Unknown tanks are completely out of cover and they're just getting absolutely pounded by Hap Key. Great shots and focus fire here from Hap Key, managing to absolutely pound that IS-7 and the E5. Wrong targets going down to 2-shot. KV's already on a 1-shot. Can someone like Bunda creep around the corner and finish him off? David here in his mouse coming around the back. He's going to be able to finish off the I-7 if he shoots, and he does.
Yeah, I-7 and the petting approaching, trying to save the situation, coming up from behind. But I think it's like way too late
KP and
for
KU,
both
I
of them.
think they're a little bit too late to this party. The E5 is going to get absolutely rushed and focused down here. David, the mouse, is tanking the shots from the rear, and it's basically meaning they don't mean that much. KK from Unknown in his I-7 is probably going to be the next target along the list. He may be able to finish off Davidsky, but it's over.
We have oh, I think it's again a bug.
I think
we're out of
just
the
kicked
training
us out.
room.
However, I do think we are going to have that one awarded to our rematch, Dutch.
I don't know. I think it's especially this map where we have the most problems tonight.
Dutch, what should we do?
What is this?
Rematch? It just kicked us all.
Well, to be honest, this one was maybe it's better to give. Well, Hap Key was.
Hap Key was literally just about to win that. I think it would be unfair for there to be a rematch.
Yeah, that was.
It will be unfair. What are we gonna do? Wait, let me discuss. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, of course.
We will be right back, folks. That was very, very strange.
We could have been sure, actually, that the enemy team, that Hap Key had this in the pocket, though we're not really certain about anything in this game, because anything can happen, actually.
Yeah.
But I think we'll never find out, because we have this kind of a breakdown there.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, that was crazy, to be honest. The bug. I mean,
it was a very risky gameplay.
This latest update's got some really bad bugs in it compared to what we've seen in previous updates. Like, we've had maybe minor ones.
Yes.
But these ones are literally game-breaking bugs. We just got.
Yeah, I had situations in this game where I just I entered the game and my interface just vanished. Yeah. I don't know. It's really crazy sometimes.
It is.
And it was already this patch.
This patch has introduced a lot. All right, okay, guys, we'll be back in just a few moments once we've figured out what's gone wrong. All right, see you in a second. Okay guys, so what we've decided to do is, since we had an A cap bug earlier where Hap Key were not able to cap the base, and that basically led them to lose